Today I'd like to share with you my experience of pregnancy and what I found through being pregnant twice were the keys for me in the first time round leading to a birth trauma, which I will talk about another time, and the second time round leading to the most incredible birth and experience of my life by far. It was so empowering, and it really showed me what it really truly means to be a woman. It was an amazing experience, and I would do it any day, every day, for the rest of my life. It was that incredible. And I will also talk about this another time. But today I wanted to share with you some key tips that I feel made all the difference between those two births. Before I get into those, I just want to say one thing that I think we all may forget at times during pregnancy is that it is the most incredible experience that you could ever imagine, really. And for women it really is an experience. For men sometimes it's just a concept or a partner who's actually not experiencing the pregnancy themselves. For me, I really felt it was such an experience. Right from the initial moments of pregnancy, I felt this huge change in me. I felt so much more purposeful in life generally. I felt the energy of this little being inside of me and the excitement, not knowing who this little person was. It's amazing. You just don't know who you're going to meet at the other end. So hold on to those thoughts as much as you can when you're in those few months or all the pregnancy, feeling like vomiting 90% of the day, not able to eat, all of these awful things that can happen in those first trimester, and for some unfortunate women for a lot longer. It is a difficult time, no doubt, pregnancy, but it is also an incredible time. These tips I'm going to share with you are, as I said at the start, just what I think led to two completely different births for me. First of all, you are absolutely your biggest stumbling block and your biggest obstacle in birthing the way you want to birth. So if you can get past you, all those fears, all those doubts, all those images that you have developed of birth over time, probably from movies which are fictional. Yes, of course, birth can be traumatic, but it doesn't need to be, and it doesn't need to be for you. And the thing I felt most pivotal for me in all of this was getting therapy about my first birth trauma. So that helped with my second birth. So I actually had a fairly new technique called EMDR, which actually really helped break through some of the feelings and sensations that I had attached to the first birth. And those feelings that had led me to fear that my body was just not capable of birthing. Secondly, do a birth course, not just a hospital birth course, but a world-class birth course. In my second pregnancy, I did one, and it was amazing because it was a very full toolkit of everything that you need to prepare for birth, which is a combination of physical, psychological, emotional, mental, spiritual, all of the above and many, many more aspects. This is the biggest event of your life, far greater than running any marathon or getting to the top of your profession or even dying. This is the biggest event of your life. You are giving life to another human being. So you need to prepare every aspect of yourself. And it's great if you can start before pregnancy, but if you are only getting into spiritual growth meditations, yoga, visualizations, things like that during pregnancy, that's great too, and that will easily help you as well. Next are some particular things that I found helpful, which very much varied between the two births. So you need a lot in your toolkit, as I said. Things like yoga, meditation, walking in nature, those things really helped me on my second birth, and I did a lot of those, a lot more, because I was physically more able to. My body was stronger and in better shape. I also gave up sugar and wheat, and my diet was pretty good in my first pregnancy, but my diet was exceptional in my second. And this always helps with not putting on extra weight. I didn't put on that much extra weight in my first, but I ended up with fluid retention, which I didn't in my second. And it may have been the inflammation from the foods that I was eating, which were fairly low on wheat and sugar in my first pregnancy, but were just not quite as clean as my diet for the second time round. And I'm sure this made a huge impact on my body. So those are some key tips to help you get started on your journey through pregnancy. And as I said, absolutely enjoy and revel in it, because it is the most incredible time in your life, and you are about to give birth to another human being, give them life, and there is nothing more special than that. Enjoy.